After completing the wilderness as a hardcore Iron Man, there was only one goal, even more extreme: completing the Grandmaster combat achievements while being locked to PvP worlds. And after some generous donations, the bounty is now at 2.3 billion GP. In last episode we had our most insane tank test so far, and after teleporting out safely, I wanted to do something a bit less dangerous, or at least I thought it would be. Alright, so it is time we do some questing, and the main reason is that at 200 quest points I can block another Slayer task, which is honestly gonna be huge. But as always, I'm gonna have to be careful because on a PvP world, everything is dangerous. Anyway, the first quest we're gonna do is the clock tower. And clock tower completed. And between a rock also completed. That's hand in the sand, and I haven't seen any scouts yet, so let's keep this going. Alright, so now it is time to do some quests on Current, and I am not used to being here, so I'm gonna have to be extra careful. And that is the Ascent of Arceus completed. Ooh, okay, that is Pimpact Scouting, and if you don't know who he is, he's one of the people who almost took my hardcore status, so yep. That's Tale of the Righteous, and I don't know what it is, but I feel like they know I'm questing on Current, so let's go do some other ones. That's Scorpion Catcher and a Soul's Bane completed. Ooh, okay, there is a peak here, but he's a low level. I actually do need to buy like 10 furs, so I'm hoping he doesn't have another account ready. He is telling me to go back, and I wonder why. Alright, there we go, that is the last one we need, so let's get out. Okay, that is Scrib, who is the other person who almost PK'd me, so that is wonderful to see. Anyway, I'm still gonna continue questing, and the next one I wanna do is a poor sign of interest. Oh my god. What? And there's multiple again. This might be bad. Okay, so far we're doing fine. Okay, this is bad. I am not close to the bank at all. Oh my god, I might actually die. That is so lucky. Okay, I'm gonna be honest, this probably should have been the end of the series, but it looks like we got another chance, and I'm sure I'll go back to questing really soon, but for now I need a break. Now, while I am trying to recharge my batteries in the Fremennik Woods, let's talk about today's sponsor, War Thunder. War Thunder is the most comprehensive vehicle combat game ever made, and the best part is, it is completely free. And it's available on PC of course, but also on PlayStation and Xbox. On War Thunder, you can take command of over 2,500 tanks, planes and helicopters, going from the armored cars of the 19th 1920s to the modern fighter jets and battle tanks that we know today. Now what I love the most is the intensity, because the amazing looking vehicles, the realistic graphics and the authentic sound effects actually make me feel like I'm driving or flying one of the most powerful war machines of our time. And to celebrate the new year 2024, all players get 3 exclusive Gaijin snail decals until the end of January. You get an elf, Rudolph and the Grinch to festively decorate your vehicles with. Available for a limited time only, so don't miss it and come join me and the community of over 70 million players. And thank you to War Thunder for sponsoring the video. Alright, we are now back, but there is one issue, which is the fact that I used basically my last brews. And I want to be able to make more of them myself, which means we need to get 4 levels, so let's make some potions. That's 74 and 75 herblore, and to get these last 2 levels, I'm gonna have to do some interesting things. Now I'm gonna use all my Terramins to make Serum 207s, and to do so I need ashes as a secondary. And to get them I am fire making on 2 accounts and then looting the ashes on my hardcore. And yes, it is painful. Wait, there is a McSkittles 85. That is kind of funny. Look at all these names. That is crazy, and they're actually all helping me, which is amazing. Alright, and this should be enough ashes. Let's make some potions again. That's 76 and level 77. And this means we can now make stamina potions, but most importantly, we can now use a boost to make Ceradomin brews. And there we go, we can now make our own Ceradomin brews, and honestly this is a massive milestone. Okay, these are the final potions, and that is 225 full Ceradomin brews, which means we can play the game again. Alright, so the next big goal I have is to go to Zulrah, but first I wanna see if I can maybe get lucky again at Barrows. Okay, now I know that this is one of West Ham's accounts, and I'm gonna be honest, he scares me, so maybe we do something else instead. Alright, it is time to get our daily agility level, and we're actually getting kinda close to our goal now. Ooh, that's a peak here, but he's a level 125, which means he can't attack me, so I'm not sure what he's doing there. And that's 69 agility, and now I'm gonna do a quick farm run and then we're going back to Slayer. Wait, what? He's in full ancestral. I'm not sure if this is a hunter, but that is some crazy risk. And 75 farming, which means we can now grow magic trees. And I got 94 magic seeds in the bank, so this is gonna get me a lot of XP. Okay, we got fire giants, and that is always an exciting task. And I wanna try to do these in the waterfall dungeon again, and last time I tried to go there, I was teleblocked instantly. Alright, can we actually get there this time? Yes, we can. Okay, beautiful. Honestly, I don't believe that the hunters would ever check this place, but at the same time, I don't feel safe anywhere. And there we go, task completed, let's get a new one. And I'm also gonna do something now that I should have done a long time ago, which is unlocking Jet as a Slayer task. And the reason is that being on a Slayer task makes the combat achievements a lot more doable. And there we go, that is hot stuff unlocked. And the next task is Hellhounds. Okay, that's nice because it's good for XP and clue scrolls. And that is a hard clue already. Casket? Okay, once again I am begging for blessed-eyed chaps, please. Yeah, that is something. That's another hard clue, and every time it gets me excited. Casket? And we get Well, I guess we can pretend to be a green dragon now. And there we go, task completed. Aberrant Spectres, that is actually the first time I get these, so that is interesting. Oh, there is a scout in the bank, so I guess we do something else first. And that's 81 defense and 108 combat, which means level 123s can attack me. And this is scary because every combat level I get means more people with even better stats can hunt me. And that's 70 agility, which is a big level because this is a requirement for Ceradome in God Wars and Song of the Elves. But now it is time we talk about something really important. Now, ever since West Ham PK'd Torvesta, I've been thinking about how I can possibly tank someone who is extremely good and also uses crystal. And one way to counter the crystal part is by getting better range defense, which means my next goal is to get some tank legs. Now, I am actually really dry at barrows, but I'm not gonna complain because I do have some amazing items already. And that's 150 KC, which means we are at 55 chests without an item. We got it! Okay, I was not expecting this right now, but that is the tank legs we needed. That's amazing. Now look at our tank setup. This looks really strong. But that being said, we do need to get one more upgrade. Okay, so it is now time we upgrade from Mystic Boots to Infinity Boots, and it's not gonna be enjoyable because this is a dangerous area, which means I'll have to be really focused. Alright, that is telekinetic done, alchemy completed. Okay, this was not enjoyable with only 8 inventory spaces, but that's the graveyard also completed. And this is the last enchantment, which means we are done. And here we go, that is Infinity Boots unlocked. And look at this, these are the best looking boots in the game. Okay, the setup is looking amazing now, which means there's only a couple more things we need to do before going to Zulrah. Alright, so now it is time to get 73 agility, because then I can drink an agility potion and use a shortcut to get to Zulrah, and this should be a bit less risky. 71 agility, and now I can use a shortcut in the Slayer Tower, which might be huge for escaping. That's 72 agility, one more level. Okay, this took a long time, but that is 73 agility, which means we are done. Now, I don't want to go to Zulrah right away because considering how smart the hunters are, it's gonna be way too obvious. So instead, I'm gonna get some different combat achievements out of the way and get defense XP at the same time. Now, more specifically, I'm gonna collect 5 giant and 5 mossy keys and try to complete all the combat achievements for Obor and Bryophyta. And honestly, this might be more dangerous than it sounds. Okay, I am now at 600 hill giants without a giant key when the drop rate is 1 in 128. Come on, man. And as always, complaining works because there is our first giant key. Giant key? Giant key? Giant key? Nah. We got the last 4 giant keys in 20 kills or so. That's actually crazy, but this means we're done with the hill giants. Okay, so now it is time to get our mossy keys, and this is gonna be a lot more scary because I'm actually gonna do these in multi. And I'm also gonna use a cannon, which might be a bad idea because you can see these from miles away, so if a team logs in, I wouldn't be surprised. And that is our second mossy key because I actually have one in the bank already, but this took 300 kills again. That's another key, and that is key number 4, so we just need one more. And there is the last key, which means we're now ready to go to the bosses. Okay, that is a scout, which means they might know what I'm doing, so I guess we're going tomorrow instead. Okay, so I want to get some cooking gauntlets so I can AFK cooking, but Wiggled is standing here, so I'm kinda scared. Alright, I think he's gone, so we should be fine. Oh, okay, I guess I was close to a bank anyway, but How do they know these things? Alright, so today is the day where we complete all the combat achievements for Obor and Bryophyta, or die. Now this is actually my first time ever doing this boss, but with the gear and stats we have, it should be easy. And that is the first kill, and look how many tasks we just completed. And that is 4 KC, which means all we need to do now is get a kill on free to play. But first we are going to the big moss giant. And this is the first task, and that is a kill for another 2 tasks. Alright, that's 4 KC again, which means it's now time we go to free to play. I'm actually kinda worried because imagine I get teleblocked and then die to a maple short bow and a rune scimitar. Honestly, this makes me realize how strong members items are. This is so slow. And there we go, this is the final kill we ever had to do because that is all the CAs completed. Alright, we made it into Obor's lair, which means we should be fine now. And there we go, that is the big hill giant down for another 2 tasks. And look at this, that is another boss fully completed. And now it is time we go to Zulrah, and it goes without saying that it's gonna get absolutely crazy. And thank you again to War Thunder for sponsoring the video. It really is a fun game, so check out the link in the description.